Busy Beauties, it's Marissa and I'm here with another tutorial for you. As you can see, I'm kind of in a new location today. That's because my mirror in my other bathroom broke and I had to accommodate. So tell me, have you ever watched a contouring video that made you want to lose your mind? I think pretty much all of us have. So today, I'm going to show you how to do some contours that aren't going to drive you crazy. Before we get started, I just want you to know that I already had foundation, a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and some of my eye makeup on before we started this video because you just want to see how to contour. You don't need to see everything else. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to use today is a cream highlighter for where I'm going to put all of our highlights. The one I'm using today is Ben Nye Cream Highlighter, and it's in the color CH0, which is ultralight because I'm very fair. So you're going to take your highlighter, and I like to use my finger for this because it blends out pretty easily with your finger, especially if it's a cream. It'll blend out really easily because of the heat in your hands. If you're going to use a powder, just take like a hard bristled brush, kind of like this one. This is what we're going to use for our contours later. And it just, if you watch it, it'll just push in. So it's not like a normal brush that's going to just move around. It pushes, which is really good for blending like powder colors. But since I'm going to use a cream, I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger. Alright, so we have our cream highlight in there, and as you can see I put it right on my cheekbones. I like to just find the top of my cheekbones, and that's where I press a lot of it and I blend up a little bit. We did it straight down your nose and a little bit up your forehead, so right over your brows especially, and right up your forehead and right on your jawline. If you want to highlight your brows because you haven't done that yet, or you don't have like a brow highlighter or anything, you can take your highlight color and dab just a little bit under your eyebrows, and that'll help lift them a little bit. Alright, so let's move on to our contours. So as I showed you earlier, I'm going to use this like tough bristled brush. It's still really soft, but it presses into your face a little bit better than like a blush brush would. I got this one at Sephora, and the last time I was there they still had them. So it's a pretty good investment, but if you don't have the money or the time to go get a brush like this, a blush brush will work just fine. So today for my contour, I'm just going to use a bronzer because most people will have a bronzer just kind of sitting around. Even if you don't use it, you probably have one. The one that I'm using is in the Naked on the Go palette. Can't see that because it's upside down, but it's in the Naked on the Go palette, and it just has this little bronzer and blush down here at the bottom. And I'm gonna, almost dropped it. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that in your contours. Now your contours are gonna lie under your highlights. So we're gonna go right here in the hollow of your cheek, up at the crown of your head, the sides of your nose, and under your jaw. The easiest way to find your cheek contour that I've found a lot of people will do is you just suck in your cheeks, and it goes right there. And I like to blend as I go, so I'm going to be blending as I work through this. And it's pretty much that easy. So now we're going to take a little bit of powder. This is Ben Nye's translucent powder. And we're going to set that cream highlight that we put on our face so it doesn't move around. And that will also help blend out some of the harshness of your contours. So I'm going to put just a little bit of powder puff. And rub it in. and then we're just going to dab it all over your highlights. So once you're done with that, just take like a big powder brush to wipe off any extra powder that's left on your face. What that powder brush is going to do is going to help blend out anything that isn't quite blended yet, and it's also going to get any extra powder that was left on your face from powdering all your highlights. It's going to take that away. So if you're not into blush, you can totally stop right here and have your really easy contouring done. But I like to use a little bit of blush, so I'm going to take a little light pink blush and dab it right between the highlight and the contour on my cheek. Okay, now to finish this look off, the last thing you have to do is set it. So I'm going to use my Makeup Forever powder, as usual, and I'm going to dab some of that all over my face to set this and the rest of my makeup that I have on. And then we're going to be good to go. See, that wasn't too bad, was it? We took you from flat to flawless in a matter of minutes. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the section below, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button. That'd be pretty cool. Keep busy and stay beautiful.